Hi everyone, this is Lensman Oz. Welcome to episode 13 of our Let's Play series Pickle Pack Magical 2. As you can see at the start there, I've set up a second farm for the magical crops, and this one is entirely the essence crop. I might have, yeah, there we go. I think I've got just the right number of seeds to fill this entire farm, and I've set it so that this one will only plant. Let's go underneath here. It will only plant the Minicio seeds and fill the rest with dirt so that it consumes stack off. And so the pipe out of the chest goes out, goes that way first to there, and then swings back to the other farm and then over to here, so that anything that it does pull out, it does take a while, it travels the full distance, so I will eventually speed up the pipes. Perhaps I'll get some impulse item ducts in there. But both farms are working together to, with the same set of pipes, same energy line, same fluid duct, everything. So we're all good. And you can see now we're starting to get a fair bit of essence. I have started preparing the bits and pieces I need for the quests. Let's have a look here. These quests here, I've grabbed the materials I need. I'm just waiting on the essence, so it's building up quite quickly now. I have made all of the glowstone seeds now, and all of the nether seeds, obviously, that was already made. I will start doing redstone and mana steel, lead, etc. All of these will need to be done. So I thought first off we'd do the quest from Amateur Magic, which was this growing armor one. I said last time I just needed the diamonds. I've done a bit of mining in between episodes, and I did that in the flat world that I created for the quarry. I just went in there and just did a bit of mining. So I've got the materials I require here. Just move this out of the way. That was from making the seeds. So we need a full set of diamond armor. We'll make that first. Full set of diamond armor. And then to turn it into the Accio armor, we pretty much put the ingots around the outside, and that makes the armor. Actually, I think that one needs to be there. Yep, it's chest plate. I think boots are like that. There we go. Boots, and then leggings. There we go. Full set of Accio armor. We can hand that in, and we get the block of the Accio, or I'm going to take the Imperio essence this time, because I will need that for as we go up the higher quests, and it can also be pulled back down into 4 of the Crucio essence. So I thought that might be a good start. Now I'm putting these back in here for now, and the reason I haven't used any of these yet either is because the next tier of which is a Crucio. Next tier, spelling helps. The next tier of these weapons and tools require the original level, and I'm thinking that if they're damaged in any way, it won't count. So I've kept them pristine, left them in the chest, because I know one of the quests in Intermediate is to make those tools and the armor. So the armor is probably exactly the same. Let's have a look here. Yep, it requires the level down below. So there's no point in me using it. I've got the armor I'm wearing is fairly decent, and I may as well keep them nice and undamaged for use in the next level up. Right, now you can see I've got a few quests here with the blood magic stuff, so I figured we'd work on that today. Now, obviously the first one was the Magician's Blood Orb, which was just a gold block into the altar with 25,000 LP, I think it was. So that is in here, Magician's Blood Orb. So we can hand that one in, get blood tank and some reinforced slates. One of the next ones, the Swinging Faster. So it's create the Sigil of the Vast Miner, which gives you haste by using your blood from your network. And you can see I've got that set up in here. 4 stone, reinforced slate, iron pick, iron shovel, iron axe. So Sigil of the Fast Miner. And we get Potion of Swiftness and some blank slates. Let's put that away for the moment. Next quest, Blood Imbued Slates. Now that's the tier 3 slate, which we already had in here. I'd made 3 of them. It's all set up in the filter to allow up to 20 of them in here. And so I had 3, so I just picked the 3 up and put them in inventory because it required 3 imbued slates. And we get a 4th one as a reward. So the next quest that I've already done here is make the alchemic chemistry set. Now you may have seen that just sitting in here. Not sure where I'm going to put it yet. I think I'll, because I'm going to build the altar out, I don't really know where to put the storage for items and that sort of stuff. So for the moment, I'm just going to put it on the ground here. I'm not sure how much blood or how much LP I have in my network. Not a lot, so I might need to just grab the apprentice one and just throw that in here for now to add some more life points to the actual my personal network. You can see it's going up there in the corner. So each time you use this set, it requires you to have an orb in here. The weak one might be enough for this next quest that's required. Now to make this alchemic chemistry set, it's very easy. There it is. A brewing stand, 2 obsidian, and just 1 of the blood orbs. It can take the weak one as well. So a brewing stand, blaze rod, 3 cobble. Quite simple, very easy to make. And that's the alchemic chemistry set. So we can hand that quest in and we get a couple of potion flasks as a reward. So we have a quest here to make simple catalysts, 4 simple catalysts. Now a simple catalyst, if we look here, to make it, sugar, 2 redstone, glowstone and gunpowder, and 200 LP. So you can see in my inventory here I have those items. You just put them in like that and you can see the particle effects coming off. That means it's working. And if the tooltip up the top there, you can see the progress amount going up. So that should make the 4 that we require for the quest. Like so. 4 simple catalysts. We can hand that in and we get 2 more as a reward. So next quest here, Sigil of Holding. So it allows you to put multiple of these sigils in one item, so you can scroll between them. As I've said before, I don't do a lot of magic mods. I don't generally use them. I'm not sure how many of these I will use. I may end up getting the one that makes the plants go faster. I think it's Green Grove, and standing over there, or I may end up making a ritual that sits under there, but only once I've got the mob spawner built under here, and I have the ritual to kill them, so that the LP is, I guess, not such a limited resource where I have to manually do it. Once that's automated, no worries, I'll set some rituals up and use them around the place. But for the moment, probably not. So sigil holding, let's make that quickly up here. Sigil. This is this one here. 4 blank slates, 3 stone, 1 imbued slate, and Master Blood Orb as a minimum. It can't take the little one. So 3 stone, 1 of them, and then I've got a few in my inventory. That's fine. Use them. And that makes the sigil holding. Now I think the way this works, I don't really want to put the divination one in it at the moment. Yeah, okay, you shift right click and that allows you to place them in like so. So that now has, there we go. I think, yeah, you shift and scroll your mouse wheel to go between them. And then if you want to turn it on, you just right click with it on, and that will use LP from the network. It's giving me the haste boost. There it goes, it's just dropped down 100 LP. So uses 100 LP, I don't know, there you go, every maybe 10 seconds or so. So make sure you, if you're using it, you turn it on when you need it. But for the moment, I mean, we can try putting the sigil divination one in there. Now, if I'm holding this, does it still allow the tooltip to work? No. That's what I was worried about. That's why I didn't put it in there. So I like that. The tooltip's quite handy. So now that the thing's back in my inventory and not in the sigil, the tooltip at the top there is working again. So I'll leave it out. I don't know. I may end up putting a few extra things in there and possibly carrying it around, but for the moment, maybe not. Now I'm not sure if I can pump that blood out of that tank. I think I can. I'll work that out a bit later. Let's dump off some of these rewards. I was getting junk in my inventory. Never ending. So for handing this one in, we get the Ritual Diviner, which is a nice little reward, and required to set the rituals up. So next we need to make 2 runes of augmented capacity. Now I haven't set this one up. I probably still have the items from earlier. Okay. Oh yeah, I did get in items I needed for this. Here's the 6 buckets. 6 buckets. We'll move the orb to the middle. The 8 stone we require, and then we need 2 of those. 2 of these. Now like so. And that gets us 2 runes of augmented capacity, which will let us hand this quest in, and it gives us another one. And it says in the description here that each one of them increases the capacity by 2000 LP. So if we look here, capacity is currently 14,000. I'm going to remove this rune here, this self-sacrifice rune, because I don't really plan on using my own health to do this LP now. You can see it's just jumped up to 16,000. So I can go around and replace. Let's replace this one. And I've already got one there, so replace this one here. Makes it all nice and symmetrical. And if we look here now, we have the capacity of 20,000 LP in the altar. It's quite nice. Alright. Rituals next. We need to make a master ritual stone. Okay. What's required of that? 4 obsidian, 4 ritual stones, and 1 of the orbs. Let's see how do you make the ritual stones? Okay, 4 obsidian, 4 reinforced slate. I think we can do that. So we'll get 8 obsidian. Should still have enough. That's 8. Yep. And what did I need? The middle ones, didn't I? Grab a few of them. So, ritual stone. No, doesn't want a shift click. Like so. Ritual stones. And then, what was it? I'm sitting around the outside to make the master one. There we go, master ritual stone. Let's put these blood runes away. So we get the master ritual stone and just place ritual stone down and right click it with the diviner until all the runes are placed. And you'll need to throw items into it. Right click the activation. Oh, okay. We get 4 ritual stones for that. Now next quest is activation crystals. Okay, so we need to make a lava crystal. So you can tell I'm definitely haven't ever gone to ritual status in Blood Magic. I might have made an altar as part of a quest line in a previous pack, but I've never actually used it. So let's see here. We'll make a lava crystal. Let's see what's required of that. Lava crystal. Diamond, 2 obsidian, 3 buckets of lava, 2 glass. It's not too bad. Run over and get them. Getting low on diamonds again. And what was it? 3 buckets of lava, wasn't it? I think I might have a couple of buckets in here. It's only got a little bit in it, so we'll running out of inventory space again. You can go in there as well. Tons of Soren chests now. 1, 2, 3. 3 buckets of lava. Alright, let's see if we can make it. Suppose I could have made it back in there. No shift clicking. Alright. Lava. Glass. Obsidian. Orb. Lava crystal. Alright. So what's next? Craft a weak activation crystal. Weak. That is, put the lava crystal into the blood altar with 10,000 LP. Alright, well I just dragged everything out of there. So I'll need to pick up my orb. And I need to turn that on. And while they're spawning, I'll go grab some food. I've got none on me, I realise. And they'll take a few seconds to spawn anyway. Now I have made a change while they're spawning. I have made a little bit of a change to the farm over here. I thought I'd just quickly show you. I said I was going to split it up. I have done that. And I have made the chronotyper in the middle there. So because the rancher could only do that 5x5 area, and the same with the breeder, I've moved it so it's a 5x5 farm. I put a sound muffler in the middle to quiet them down so they're not as noisy as they were in that previous episode. And now all I need to do, if I do need some leather or XP or whatever, I can turn the the breeder on over here. So when I turn it on, add some wheat. I'll just put it on the fence. I'll throw a little bit in there just to demonstrate what I'm talking about. Okay. If I put 10 wheat there, if I turn it on, now we should see. Alright, here we go. You should see them. There we go. They're all breeding. And the babies will be born. And then they get dragged through by the chronotyper because it's set to move babies through. So they'll get dragged through to here and then they'll grow up. And it's night time again. Once they grow up, a slaughterhouse or a grinder, I think, one of them will only target adult animals, so they need to grow up first before it'll happen. But I've got that set up so that I'll use the flux duct that was sitting here. I'll be able to put the grinder or whatever is required for the quest in this spot here. So when they grow up, they'll instantly get turned into pink slime or meat or whatever it is. And it'll all be automated, no worries. Any of the byproducts, leather, wool, that sort of thing, steak, will get pulled out. So that's, I believe there is a quest for it in here. Mechanical Monster Massacre, and then you also have Pink Slime Generator here. So they're very similar. This obviously kills mobs, and this one here makes liquid meat and pink slime. Yum yum. Sounds very tasty. Alright, there should be some mobs over here now. Yes, look at that. Got a few. Whoop. First order of business is get that ritual going and move this mob spawner. Oh, they're having a fight in here. Well, we got a lot in there now, so what do we need to put in there? We need to put the lava crystal. In you go. It's going down quite quickly. Might just turn that spawner back off for a bit. Lots of mob drops. Be real careful with these creepers. Alright. I think that's it. Nope. Still more hanging around up there. Okay, now I have way too much junk in my inventory, so let's dump some of that off into the system. Here's your red heart. All of it. All the junk. Glass bottles. Where'd they come from? Interesting. Alright, so I've got the weak activation crystal. So that will be another quest reward. Now I've kind of moved everything. Right. Craft the weak activation crystal. We get another 4 ritual stones as a reward. What's next? To test out your skills in the art of ritualing. Ritualing? Is that a word? Let's try the ritual of unbinding. Require 32 ritual stones. Okay. So I need to craft 32 ritual stones. I have 8. Oh, there's another one floating around. So the ritual stones. Let's see, I've got. I'll turn that on for now and get some more of them cooking. What was it? 8. That's 12. 16. Gee, I'm not going to have enough. I might have to set up a. Got to get a pump into the nether, I think, and a tank, get some lava transporting, and then set up a system to keep myself stocked with obsidian. What are those ritual stones again? Yeah, It'll take a little bit of time, I think. What have I got? I'll get me another 5 lots. Let's see. That's 16. How many do I have? Just grab that out. $24. Yeah, that's not something I can do straight away. So close. I need 3 more reinforced. Could take a little while. Let's drop this down to 10. Turn this off for the moment. How many do I need? 1. 1 more. There we go. Alright. Oh. Resource wise, we're going to be close. I think I have 4 left. There we go. Time to hunt some obsidian. And that's the 32. Alright. How do we do this? We've got the 32 ritual stones. Oh, I don't even need to make it. I just need to make the 32 ritual stones. And I get a weak bloodshot. Thank you very much. I don't even need to do the ritual. Maybe that's in the next. Let's see. Perhaps that's up in here. Master Blood Orb. No, it doesn't. I'll look into what that does. I mean, you guys might be able to tell me what the unbinding ritual does. I'm not 100% sure myself, so I'm not gonna do that today. I'll throw these in here for now. Mind you, it would be interesting to find out what is required. Chuck that away. What do we got here? Going through them all. Well of Suffering. I'm not sure what the Well of Suffering requires. Once you've selected your ritual, you can come out and hold shift down to find out what you need. 36. And I can't do the dusk runes. So I need to upgrade the ritual diviner, I believe. And I'm not sure. Yeah, to do that I'll need to make these. I'll need tier 4. So I'll have to work towards tier 4, I think. Which is just going to be a lot of grinding, making more runes up. A whole bunch more of these sacrifice runes, probably a few more augmentation ones. So I'll do that off camera. I'll do that between episodes. I'll dump some of this stuff out. That way you guys don't get bored with me standing there killing mobs. Would be nice to get that automated though, so I've definitely got to work towards that. Now let's see, I did have a couple more quests in here to hand in. One was the Safari Net launcher. I believe that's inside. It's down here. So the Safari Net launcher is quite simple. A couple of plastic sheets, a couple of gunpowder, glowstone, redstone, 2 iron. Safari Net launcher. And that just allows you to shoot the reusables. Well, I might do any of them. Shoot the Safari Net from a distance to be able to capture something. So we get a Safari net with something in it. An unknown entity. Could be anything. Always worry about putting one of these down and it being a mob. I don't know whether the colour makes a difference of what's in it at the time, because it does cycle through the colours. I might work out where to put that before I place it down. And I do have Safari net here at the moment, which has a bunny in it. My daughter just happened to be watching me the other day and decided that I needed to capture a bunny and bring it back to the base. I don't know where to put it yet. She just wanted me to put it on my head. So it's in there at the moment. I'm not sure what to do. I'll place it somewhere eventually. Maybe it'll be a mascot. The other quest I did was I made the auto disenchanter, which you'll see up on the wall here. It's plugged into the power cables running through the wall. Now, one thing I did have to do, I made a small change to this. I've upgraded the it's raining. I upgraded the ducts to hardened, because this was running out of power. As soon as it started running, it ran out of power. And I've been disenchanting some of the items I've been getting from the spawner. So you can see this, it's working away. I might sleep to get rid of this rain. Yeah, some of the mob drops that come from the spawner over there, you get enchanted items. So I've just been pulling the enchants off. I mean, who needs a pair of broken golden leggings? And I've been placing them up in here at the moment. So I've got a nice Unbreaking 3 there I might be able to apply to something. So because this draws a chunk of power, I have also upgraded the dynamos outside. So there's 2 steam dynamos now have the tier 1 secondary transmission coil, which doubles the energy put out but also doubles the fuel used, which that's fine by me. And they now put out about 160 RF a tick. At the moment they're full, so they're not putting out much, but I'm pretty sure it's about 160 at full tilt. So that adding 320 and whatever's left in this, so I may remove this eventually. It doesn't really need to be there. I was considering using it to void saplings, because this farm keeps stopping because I've got 1024 saplings. I don't really want to upgrade the barrel to hold more saplings, but you know, I might be able to put a hopper on this and dump them in there to generate some power, just instead of wasting them. The other thing I did, because I've done that, I have automated ore production, basically, ore refining. So out of the bottom of here now, I have changed. Let's see, I was doing an augment, ran out of space in my metal barrels, so I've upgraded them with the gold upgrade, which was just that upgrade template, which is just a set of drawers with sticks around it, and I made the gold ones so it's 4 sticks and 4 gold around the outside of it, and it allows you to upgrade these to hold a lot more. I'm not sure of the actual amount that it holds. 1536. I'd say that netherrack one's full, so that triples it. I think that's the upgrade amount. Drawers. Yep, gold increases storage to 3 times base value, so that triples the amount that you can store in there. And I realised, because I went over with gravel and I went over with lead. So now what happens is, anything I dump in my ender pouch comes back to the ender chest. Any of the ores, which I've got some aluminium up here, just wonder if that'll go back. I think I set aluminium up in here. No, that's the reason. There's no aluminium set up in the filter. So the pipe pulls out. It's still the same pipe that went over to here. Let's just pull up the floor here a bit and show you what I've done. So it's still the same pipe pulling out the bottom. It still has the same filter on, or the same servo. But I've added a dense pipe just there, a dense item duct, which is just the item duct and lead dust, I think, so pulverized lead. and that makes it think that it's a lot further away. The item ducts generally will push to the first available, well, closest available inventory, and so by putting the dense one there, that makes it further away than anything this side of the chest. So I now have this coming out this way. That's an output, so it's not going to push up into here. But under here, because everything's so close together, I have made some of the... Here I am trashing the floor. I've made some of the fluctuating item ducts. So fluctuating item duct here, which is just an item duct and some redstone. Very simple. And the good thing about it is they can transfer 2,000 RF a tick, which is quite reasonable. I think the base leadstone ones only carry 200, so and hardens 800. So as a minimum, using the item ducts is actually a lot better system, and you can carry items and transfer power at the same time. So I've just set them up in there so they can pump power and stuff into here, and this is all set up so ores go in here, travel down the pipe, up into here, pulverized, smelted, back out and into the system. So I'll just hand this one in, claim the middle one. What did I get? Unbreaking 3. That's alright, I'll just put that up in here. Alright, with that I think we're at the wrapping up point. We'll call that an episode. I'll put my floor back together and do a couple of other things in between, like start pushing that altar up to tier 4. And hopefully things will go well. I'll get that Well of Suffering done. That'll be nice. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you liked it, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button as well. And I'll catch you guys later. Thanks.